I want to talk to you a little bit more about Hurricane Florence in a way that we usually don't talk about these storms. Usually you hear about the storm, where it's going, the category that it is, and that's about it. But there's different things about this storm that make it unique and make it a big danger. First of all, this thing just blew up. It went from a tropical storm to a Cat 4 hurricane in about 24 hours. So this thing just spun up, bombed out, and now it is a major hurricane. And usually you do not see strong hurricanes that maintain their strength this far to the north in this part of the Atlantic. So it's unique in that way. Usually they curve out to sea or they maintain their strength through, say, Florida, through warmer water. But there's a lot of warm water in places that it usually isn't. It's much warmer in this section than it typically is. So it's going to maintain that Cat 4 strength, and it's likely to make landfall as either a Cat 3, Cat 4 storm, which is a major hurricane, winds 150 miles an hour or close to that, somewhere in the Carolinas. Notice that the cone, back in the day, every day that it would spread out, that cone would be huge. So people would be concerned from Florida all the way up to, say, Maryland. And then a lot of people wouldn't be affected by it, so it wasn't a big deal. But now we know more with precision where that eye wall is going to go. But the downside of that is you have to remember that's just the eye wall. You have to think about how large this storm is. So it's still going to affect millions of people. Then it stalls out for days, producing somewhere on the order of 10 to 20 inches of rain, which is a lot of rain for this region. The other thing you have to know about this area is that it's got a mountain range. We've got the Appalachians, we've got some foothills, so that's going to wring out even more moisture. It's the same thing that we have in the Sierra. You get more rain out of a system. For a tropical system, it's going to intensify the rain, and it's also going to keep it coming out of the mountains for days on end. So this whole section, yes, they should be worried about the landfall, the wind damage, the storm surge, and all of that, but I think flooding is going to be occurring in some way, shape, or form for a huge section of the Carolinas, also north and south of that area.